What's going on, you guys? Today we got my 2015 Maserati Granturismo out, and I want to talk about, does this car actually get a lot of attention? I've been daily driving this for quite some time now, and this car has been nothing but good to me. Let's go ahead and take a look at the round, and well, the looks definitely can speak for themselves. Now, of course, it's going to depend on what spec you get for your Granturismo. This one is arguably the rarest you can find and one of the most desirable, also probably the most flashy. But I have yet to take this thing to a gas station and not have somebody come up to me. I saw other people, other owners talk about that experience with this car. I thought to myself, there ain't no way. It can't get that much of attention. Yes, it does. This is arguably on par with a Lamborghini Huracan because it is so rare, it is so beautiful, and this thing gets more attention than you probably want. I got this car pretty recently, so I'm certainly not sick of it yet, but who knows down the line. I don't know. I love when people just say nice car, especially, you know, these Maserati logos on the headrest just look so good. Now, even if you don't get the convertible, it doesn't matter. If you have a black paint job with no convertible, just the hardtop, they still have so much presence on the road, and if nobody sees it, they're going to hear it. And that is what will make people come up to you. If you're pulling up to a gas station, they're gonna hear your car pulling up. People will bat an eye at you, and don't be surprised if a lot of people walk up to you. I mean, the front end of this car has such a menacing yet work of art type of presence. That grille with the Maserati logo just standing out. In 2013, the Granturismo got the facelift. So these little side things here for additional air intake were not on Granturismos prior to 2013. I think this adds so much styling to the Granturismo. Plus, they got rid of the cam variator issue in the newer models. So if you are thinking about going with the Granturismo, it's definitely worth considering looking at the facelifted version. In other words, the 2013s or later. This is a 2015, and not really anything changed between 2013 and 2017, other than the earlier you go, the cheaper examples are gonna become. Now on this one, my calipers are quite a bit faded, so I do gotta get those repainted, but the black on red just looks absolutely amazing. I really don't think you can go wrong with any spec of Granturismo. Just depends on how flashy you wanna be, but if you don't wanna be flashy, this is not the car to get because you're gonna get loads of attention with this thing. The beautiful vents right on the side with the turn signal indicator, and then the signature of those who actually designed this car. And man, these guys deserve a lot of credit. Now, taking a look at the back end here, these calipers are looking a lot nicer than the ones in the front. The back end design is still absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, I think the front end looks a lot better, but even for people who see this from the back, I still have people walking up to me and asking about the car or what I do for a living. People just think this thing is $250,000 when it is not even close to that. That Maserati logo really does have a lot of presence, along with these absolutely massive exhaust tips, which are only on the sport model. If you go with the base model, you have the 2 exhaust tips, and still looks beautiful, but the sport ones, I think, really complete the design of the back end of this car. Also, the taillights are really nice. Now, the other side is gonna have just as beautiful of a presence, of course. Only this back wheel for me is just a little bit curved, which is unfortunate, but that's not too hard to spot. And let's look at the interior really quick. So there are quite a few different specs you can go with. This cream color, I think, complements the red very nicely. Arguably the better interior is gonna have to be the red one. That stands out a lot. I just figured going red on red, well, yeah, that wouldn't be too desirable. You can also get a black interior, you can get a tan interior. So cream, tan, black, red. That's totally up to your own personal taste. Regardless though, the outside is what's gonna get everybody else's attention. But the insides of these cars are just absolutely beautiful. And when you take passengers in here, they love it, trust me. Now, interior build quality is decent. This is actually starting to, you can probably see, just come out a little bit, which is unfortunate. And my glove box handle actually fell off. So those are the two negative things about the interior of this car. But other than that, everything is in really, really nice condition. I have zero complaints other than those two things, which you're not in here playing with the interior. You're here playing with the absolutely massive paddle shifters and lovely, lovely downshifts that this thing makes. You got the Maserati clock right in the center, the carbon fiber going all across with this beautiful, beautiful badging. Granturismo C Sport. And if it was not a sport model, it would just be Granturismo. And you can go a step above and get the MC, and that would say MC. All in all, guys, if you're looking for a car that makes the most beautiful noise in the entire automotive industry, you do want a lot of attention. You know, if you want the car but you don't want the attention, get ready to have way, way too much of it. I mean, it is an absolute work of art. I truly believe these things are going to go up in value as time goes on, because it does not make sense that you can pick these up between 20 to 40,000. Some of the cheaper examples are a little bit, I don't know if I'd go with those, but anything over 30,000 with reasonable mileage and a pretty decent service history is most certainly an example to look at. Yes, maintenance costs, there's no avoiding that, but if the car's been taken care of, there's a big stigma with Maseratis, specifically, well, any Maserati, but Granturismos, people just don't understand. These are genuinely reliable cars if you do take care of them. Just be careful, again, if you're buying a used example, because you may not know how the car was taken care of. But daily driving this so far, I've driven it every day since I've got this thing, and it has held up good so far. Absolutely no issues that have scared me, or, you know, I haven't had to take it to the shop for any reason. So all the people that say, have fun with all the time in the shop, well, they just don't know what they're talking about. Don't listen to people who have not owned the car. Listen to people who have owned the car. Now, again, take more data than just what I'm giving you, because there's owners that have had it for 4 or 5 years, but I've watched all those videos on YouTube, and they all say how well the car has treated them. And with the price tag, with the looks, the styling, the sound, even the power that this thing has, and how hard it pushes when you really get on throttle, it was a no-brainer to pick this thing up. Just the way the sun hits that front end when you walk past it, oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're looking at getting one of these, I would let this be your sign to pick one of these cars up, because it belongs in a museum. New Granturismos are no longer offering the Ferrari-derived V8. They are instead doing a twin-turbo V6. They're much faster, they have a much better interior, but they don't have these looks. This looks better, this sounds better, and it's over $100,000 cheaper than the new ones. So take that for what it is, but could not be more happy with this purchase. If you guys have any questions in the comments, please let me know. I will do my best to get back to all you guys. And of course, I am going to be sharing my ownership experience as time goes on. If anything does break though, yes, you're going to be paying a hefty lump sum. But again, if it's been taken care of, you should not have those issues. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.